I had a friend who was going through bereavement and was a pharmaceutical rep. And he was pointing that out to me. Like, he went into his doctor, and the doctor's like, "You're depressed. And here, take this quiz that Pfizer created that most often results in you needing their product." And he was like, "Yeah, of course I'm fucking depressed. My wife packed up her bags and left me. And when I came back from work, she was gone. Like, I don't need a drug. I need to deal with reality." And he was so pissed just at the way that he was treated in his pain. So yeah, I'm curious what you think about all that, and if you agree or not, and all that.
Oh yeah, I am on team you right now. So there's so yeah, isn't that great?
I like that. Yeah.
The experts back you up. There's so much in what you just said. So I'm going to unwind some of it. So we absolutely have an idea that health is happiness and only happiness, right? Being happy and content and always growing, feeling good about your life, that is the health ideal, and anything less than that is failing. Health is synonymous with being happy. Now, this isn't a new thing. It's not something that the pharmaceutical companies cooked up. I mean, this predates so many things. I'm going to do a little historical tour here for just a second. If we go back to like the 19 teens, right? So 1918 flu epidemic in the States and the Blitz of London, right? Two events that caused wide-scale suffering and death, predominantly of younger people. Like my great-grandmother was killed, died during the 1918 flu epidemic. I believe she was like 37, right? So two events that caused widespread suffering and death. The response of both the US government and the British government in different ways was, this is where we get keep calm and carry on. Nothing happened, nothing to see. Please go back to work. Your patriotic duty right now is to not be sad, but to go back to work and be productive.
Keep these machines moving.
Keep these machines moving. Now is the time where we put the past behind us and celebrate our victories. And here, so basically, like all of these emotions from watching all of these people suffer, please put them to one side and pretend they no longer exist, because the healthy, patriotic thing to do is to move on and do it quickly.
Like a form of nationalism to do that.
Yes. I mean, we go back to what I was talking about with like prehistory here of, if you have a group of people that you need to work together in order to survive, you can't have them all sitting around being sad, right? Or wandering off into the bushes to find an epiphany. So they're the same ways, the same ways that we talk about like ADHD is a problem in kids, mostly because it makes a management problem for schools. Anything other than happiness and contentedness is a problem for, and I don't say this in a negative way, but the machinery of life.
Yeah, that's true. Right. Like workplace absenteeism.
Exactly.
Like, get on and get with it. Get back to work. You'll work through it.
Exactly. Stay busy. We have that really deeply ingrained in human culture across all cultures, right? That you can't sit down in your pain. You have to keep moving. That there is a version of health that you are always trying to reach for. And if you are not actively reaching for it, you're failing. Now, we have had, just in this recent incarnation, 50 plus years of that experiment, right? More than 50. Wait, how old am I? Like a long time. We have had decades of running the experiment of when somebody is in pain, let's get them out of it as fast as possible. Let's help them with medication. Let's talk to them about positive psychology. Let's have them look on the bright side. Let's make like all of their friends and family members try to make them feel happy again.
Start a gratitude journal.
Start a gratitude journal, like all of the gifts that your dead husband gave you. Like, what have you learned? How have you grown as a human being? Like, get out of whatever feeling you're having. That way of looking at the hard parts of being human has given us rising rates of suicidality, an exploding drug epidemic, right? The opioid epidemic is not, opiates are new, but drug addiction as an epidemic, not new. We've got, even before the pandemic, loneliness was considered a bigger public health risk than smoking. Why are people lonely? People are lonely because they can't say what's real for them without being corrected or told you should go talk to somebody. If I'm trying to feel connected with you and Every time I tell you that I'm having a rough day or that I'm feeling really sad, you tell me to look on the bright side and maybe I should go for a run to get some endorphins. That doesn't help me feel better. It tells me that I can't come to you with what's true. And that's going to make me feel isolated and alone. So if we have epidemics of suicidality and depression and interpersonal violence and loneliness and all of the things that spiral out of loneliness, well, then maybe we need to look at what the fuck we're doing when people are in pain, because telling them they shouldn't be in pain is not working.